A human simple gesture left an alien woman in tears. The rain on Darien Prime fell in silver sheets, each droplet refracting the light from the planet's twin moons. Sergeant Ethan Cole trudged through the muddy camp, his boots sinking into the soft alien soil. It was the war's final week, or so they'd been told, but peace still felt like a far-off dream. He wasn't supposed to be here. His orders were to guard the supply tent until extraction, but the low, shaky hum that drifted to the camp pulled him in another direction. It was the sound of someone singing or trying to. He followed it to a dimly lit corner near the ruined water station. There, sitting alone on a bent metal bench, was an alien woman. Her skin shimmered like obsidian under the rain, faint streaks of silver marking her cheeks where tears had fallen. She wore the remnants of ceremonial robe, its once bright embroidery dulled by dirt and ash. Ethan recognized her species immediately. The Yulnari. The war had nearly driven them to extinction. She noticed him, flinched, and quickly turned her head away. "You shouldn't be here," she murmured, her voice quiet but edged with pride. "You're kind, they took everything from mine." "I'm not here to fight," Ethan said. He kept his rifle slung behind him and knelt to her level. "I just heard you singing." Her eyes glistened in the rain. "It's not a song. It's a prayer for the ones I lost." Ethan's chest tightened. He thought of his own brother, gone since the first year of the war. Loss was a language they both understood, even if they spoke it differently. The woman looked exhausted. Hungry, too. Her hands were trembling from the cold. Ethan glanced around, then reached into his pack and pulled out a small, foil-wrapped ration bar. He tore it in half and offered it to her. She didn't move. "That's a soldier's food," she said bitterly. "I won't take charity from the enemy." "It's not charity," Ethan said gently. "It's just food, and I'm just a person trying to help another person." For a long moment, she stared at the offering. Finally, her shoulders sagged, and she accepted the half with slow, deliberate fingers. She broke off a small piece, tasted it, and then, almost reluctantly, ate the rest. Ethan thought that would be the end of it. He started to stand, but something in her expression made him pause. She was looking not at him, but at his hands. "Those marks," she said softly, pointing at the worn leather band around his wrist. "They're from the binding cords." Ethan glanced at the band. "It's just a bracelet. My brother made it for me before he shipped out. Said it would keep me safe." She shook her head. "In my people's traditions, a cord like that means you are bound to protect another's life, even at the cost of your own. It's an oath." He hesitated. "Maybe it is." Without another word, Ethan unfastened the bracelet and held it out to her. Her eyes widened. "Why?" "Because," he said, "it sounds like you could use someone keeping that promise right now." The rain pattered against the bench, the only sound between them. Her hands rose slowly, trembling not from cold this time, but from something deeper: hesitation, disbelief. When she finally accepted the bracelet, she cradled it in her palms as if it were made of glass. Her breath hitched. "You don't know what this means," she whispered. "Among my people, this is a vow of kinship. To give it to me is to call me family." Ethan felt a lump in his throat. "Then I guess I just did." Her composure cracked. Tears welled up, spilled down her cheeks, and mixed with the rain. She bit her lip as though ashamed to let him see her cry. But the sobs came anyway, quiet and shaking. He didn't touch her. He just sat beside her, letting the rain wash over them both. When she could speak again, her voice was fragile. "All my family is gone. The humans took them from me, and yet here you are calling me family." She looked at the bracelet again, her fingers tracing its worn edges. "This is the first kindness anyone has shown me in I don't remember how long. Ethan managed a faint smile. Guess there's a first time for everything. They stayed there until the rain eased and the moon sank lower in the sky. When the extraction shuttle came for Ethan at dawn, the alien woman stood at the edge of the camp, the bracelet still around her wrist. She didn't speak, but she placed her palm over her heart and gave a single, slow nod. It was a kind of farewell that didn't need words. Months later, back on Earth, Ethan received an unexpected package in mail. No return address, just a sealed container with a strange emblem. Inside was his bracelet, repaired and polished, alongside a folded strip of alien cloth embroidered in silver. There was only one sentence written on the enclosed note in careful, almost childlike human script. Your family is alive in me. Ethan sat there for a long time, the bracelet warm in his palm, the simple truth of the gesture settling deep in his chest. A human simple act, one worn leather band, had crossed a gulf of grief, hatred, and war. And somewhere on a distant world, an alien woman still wore the memory of that night like armor.